To understand the philosophy of Oakmont, you have to go back to the beginning and really look at H.C. Phones and why he founded Oakmont. And it's an incredible story. He was misdiagnosed. He thought he only had several years to live, sold his steel business, and wanted to build the hardest golf course in the world. Luckily, he ended up living over another 30 years and became a great player in his own right, played in a number of USGA championships, and really was the force behind making Oakmont the hardest golf course in the world. And he and his son, WC, really were the ones day to day out here on the ground, changing, tweaking, making sure that this was the test that they felt it should be. There are great stories of Mr. Phone sitting on the porch and watching someone play and seeing him hit a shot where he didn't believe they should be playing the hole from, and the next day they'd go out there and there'd be a bunker.
HC Phones, WC Phones were notorious for going out in the middle of the night and adding a new bunker in. Through that whole generation, the golf course continued to evolve where, you know, the green locations really didn't change, the routing of the golf course really didn't change, but bunkers came in, bunkers got taken out, ditches were added, ditches were taken out, and really the spirit of the Phones vision remained the same through the 1940s while the Phones family was still at the club. In the mid-40s, the Phones family left the club and the course started to go a different direction where you can see through aerial photography, the club started planting trees in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And I think, you know, in some instances, in some golf courses, they may have added some level of value, but at Oakmont, they certainly took away from the Phones vision. As these trees mature, then all of a sudden you start having agronomic challenges and agronomic issues, and all of a sudden you can't grow grass into the trees, so it starts changing playing surfaces, and fairways shrink and greens shrink.
We had a lot of situations where you were in bunkers behind trees. We had a lot of situations where the trees were growing right behind the greens.
I said, we'll take them out. And there was a famous last words. They did. We just took them down at night. They got good at it. They could take them down and you didn't even see any sawdust. I mean, they had it vacuumed up and the holes were filled and bang, they were gone. The only sound that was left was the sound of the trees coming down, you know, where the saws going off. We took enough trees down with that system that they would notice because they were lining the fairways. And the next day they weren't lining the fairways.
I think that was really the first step in transforming the golf course back to what Henry Phones built.
Everybody was pretty satisfied with what Oakmont looked like and how it played, other than getting in and out of those bunkers. And there were some green complexes that we wanted to tweak a little bit. The guys came to me and said, you know, you think Gil would help us? I said, I know Gil would help us.
We built a golf course in Nebraska. I was driving my truck back across country, and this call came up, Pittsburgh number, and I'm thinking, oh, I wonder who that is, and it's Bob Ford. It was one of those calls you're almost shaking the whole time. You're thinking, really? I didn't know this was going to be an opportunity, and so obviously incredibly excited and proud. Whenever you have a membership that has the third or fourth ranked golf course in the country, it's perfectly understandable to be skeptical when some guy walks in and says, I can make it better. So I totally understood that that would be as part of the sentiment of what we were going to face when we talked about doing the master plan. I think the fact that we wholeheartedly believe, and I think the delivery was such that we're going to focus on phones. This was not going to be a Gil Hanse golf course when we were all said and done. It was going to be the best version of what we believe the phones is built. So I think that resonated with some of the membership. And it was the only time I've ever heard this message from any membership in the world was basically, it better not be easier when you're done.
At Oakmont, the word change can be a scary word. As we began on this journey with Gil, I think everyone felt like, boy, we need to be cautious with this.
Somebody said, do we really want to mess with the Mona Lisa?
I was nervous.
we're going to rip into every one of these greens. Really? I mean, 100-year-old Polana greens, we're going to rip into each one of these greens. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. So I think we were all a little bit nervous, like, really? So you can do all these changes, and in X number of months, we're going to be playing on that in the spring.
There was never a question of, were we going to shut down the golf course? That wasn't even a conversation.
Golf course can't close, which I think has never happened before. No one's started a project of this magnitude that included green expansions, full irrigation, you name it. Like we did everything and didn't close the entire golf course for a period of time.
Wasn't the best from a logistical standpoint, but it was 100% appropriate and totally understandable. It was an amazing effort. I mean, I don't know how many bodies we had out here at one point in time on the project, but it was, well over 100. When you talk about the scale of a place like this and the historic character and nature of it, it was one of the better projects we've ever worked on.
Coming through Gill's restoration, we think it's brilliant. There is no more difficult, no more challenging, no more stern U.S. Open venue than Oakmont. Never met a club with a DNA that revels in the difficulty. And that goes back to the Phones family and the ethos of that great club, and it's unique in America.
It's very rare that people turn over an absolute masterpiece to you and let you go ahead and do full open heart plastic surgery on it. And you hope in your heart of hearts, and you're confident to a certain level, but you always hope in your heart of hearts that when you give it back to them, they're going to be happy, and from every indication they are.
Building this golf course in 1903, 150 guys and nothing but horses, mules, and plows. How could that possibly be, right? So just think about, there was no machinery. How could you build this masterpiece with basically no tools? I mean, it's generational. He was a generational designer and an architect when it comes right down to it. And it's so cool to say, look at the pictures. We're literally back to where we were.
I really look forward to looking back a decade from now and feeling like, boy, like Mr. Phones would be proud of this.